Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. Let's get to the news. The Rangers dressing room is reportedly in absolute turmoil, and at the center of it all is none other than Jack Butland. Sources close to the squad claim that tensions have reached boiling point after a series of heated exchanges with manager Danny Röhl. BUTLAND, who has long been admired for his commanding presence between the sticks and vocal leadership on the pitch, is said to have exploded during a recent session, shouting that he simply could not accept certain decisions being enforced by Röhl. The atmosphere, according to insiders, has become increasingly tense, with teammates reportedly caught between loyalty to their keeper and respect for the manager, while Butland's frustration has been simmering for some time. Those within the club suggest that a particular tactical disagreement triggered the most recent outburst. The details are murky as the club remains tight-lipped, but whispers suggest that Röhl's insistence on a rigid defensive system clashed with Butland's instinctive style, which relies heavily on reading the game and communicating proactively with his backline. Some analysts believe that this confrontation, while dramatic, may signal deeper structural issues in the Rangers squad, where experience and authority are being challenged by younger managerial approaches. Fans are now speculating heavily on social media, with forums flooded with theories about the future of the England international at the club. Reports indicate that this is not an isolated incident, but part of a larger pattern of friction between Jack Butland and Danny Röhl. According to insiders, the goalkeeper has long been frustrated with certain training routines and tactical mandates that he feels undermine his role as a senior figure within the squad. His demands for more autonomy during matches and a louder voice in defensive organization have reportedly clashed with Röhl's methodology, which emphasizes strict adherence to the manager's plan. Sources claim that during one particularly heated session, Butland's objections reached a crescendo, leading to raised voices and visibly tense interactions in front of other players. The incident has allegedly left some younger members of the team in shock, as witnessing such a direct confrontation between a player and the manager is reportedly rare in the current Rangers environment. Club insiders hint that while both parties have immense respect for one another's professional achievements, the clash exposes a philosophical divide that could have ramifications for squad harmony. Observers note that this situation mirrors historical incidents at other clubs where strong-willed goalkeepers have openly challenged managerial authority, sometimes resulting in transfers or reshuffled leadership structures. As speculation intensifies, football pundits are already debating whether Butland's explosive temperament is an asset in high-pressure games or a liability off the pitch, and whether Röhl will adapt his approach to accommodate one of his most influential players. The timing of Butland's outburst has added further fuel to the fire of speculation, with insiders suggesting that it comes at a moment when the Rangers dressing room is already under immense pressure. The club, navigating a demanding schedule and high expectations from supporters, may be struggling to balance managerial authority with the need to accommodate senior players' voices. Those close to the squad hint that Butland has become increasingly vocal in private, questioning certain positional setups and expressing his belief that some tactical adjustments compromise the team's overall effectiveness. The confrontation reportedly escalated after a training drill during which Butland allegedly refused to comply with a directive he considered detrimental to the defense's organization. While the precise words exchanged have not been disclosed, eyewitnesses say that his declarations were emphatic, signaling both frustration and a refusal to be sidelined in decision-making. The tension appears to have left both parties momentarily at odds, yet insiders note that the professionalism of the squad has prevented the situation from spilling further into public controversies. Speculators are now pondering whether this incident could mark a turning point in Butland's career at Rangers, with whispers of potential moves abroad or internal restructuring circulating rapidly within media circles. The drama is feeding into a broader narrative of managerial adaptation in Scottish football, where traditional authority is increasingly tested by outspoken and influential players. Beyond the immediate clash, analysts are pondering the long-term implications of this feud on squad morale and team dynamics. Reports suggest that while some players are supportive of Butland, others may feel constrained by the public nature of the confrontation, worrying that it could set a precedent for challenging managerial instructions. Inside sources claim that Rowe, aware of Butland's stature, has been attempting to navigate a delicate balance, trying to assert his authority without alienating a player critical to the team's performance. The situation reportedly extends beyond mere tactical disagreement, encompassing personality clashes, communication breakdowns, and differing visions for leadership within the squad. Conversations with former players in similar situations indicate that goalkeepers often develop unique relationships with managers due to their responsibility for organizing defensive lines and influencing the game from the back. In Butland's case, this natural leadership seems to have collided with rules, structured, data-driven approach to coaching, creating a perfect storm of tension and speculation. Some football commentators have already drawn comparisons to historic incidents in European football, suggesting that such high-profile confrontations can either galvanize a squad or destabilize it entirely, depending on subsequent management. The anticipation among supporters and pundits is palpable, with discussions online dominated by debates over whether the incident will lead to reconciliation, tactical compromise, or even a dramatic exit. Further compounding the intrigue are reports that this confrontation has not gone unnoticed by rival clubs and agents who may view the situation as an opportunity. Sources hint that clubs across Europe are monitoring Rangers closely, aware that high-profile disagreements can sometimes lead to significant transfers or shifts in squad hierarchy. Speculators are already discussing the possibility that Butland could be tempted by offers promising more autonomy, competitive wages, or a central role in a team's defensive setup. Within Rangers, whispers suggest that discussions are ongoing behind closed doors, with senior staff attempting to mediate the tension before it escalates into a full-blown rift. Some insiders claim that this behind-the-scenes activity is unprecedented in recent seasons, highlighting the unique challenges of managing a squad with both emerging talents and established international players. Fans have been quick to take sides online, with forums and social media buzzing with theories, memes, and debates about the relative merits of Butland's stance versus Rowe's authority. The drama, while still speculative, has already become a defining talking point in Scottish football, igniting conversations about player power, managerial strategy, and the evolving landscape of leadership within top clubs. Observers suggest that how Rangers respond to this moment could set a template for managing future conflicts at other clubs across the country. Finally, speculation continues to grow around potential outcomes, with insiders pointing to several scenarios that could emerge from this confrontation. Some believe that an immediate reconciliation is possible, with Butland and Rule finding common ground through dialogue and compromise, reinforcing the notion that mutual respect can coexist with strong personalities. And others suggest that the disagreement may have lasting consequences, potentially influencing team selection, tactical deployment, and the balance of influence within the squad. Observers highlight that Rangers have historically navigated moments of internal tension with varying degrees of success, suggesting that this incident could either catalyze a period of renewed cohesion or exacerbate existing fractures. Additionally, pundits are examining broader strategic implications, such as how managerial philosophy must sometimes evolve to accommodate senior players, especially those with international experience and reputations for leadership. And meanwhile, supporters remain divided, some expressing unwavering support for Butland's assertiveness, while others emphasize the importance of respecting managerial authority to maintain discipline. The narrative, though still largely speculative, is gripping fans and media alike, establishing a vivid backdrop for what could be one of the most talked about off-pitch stories in Scottish football in recent years. Speculation is rife that the Butland-Röhl clash could have ripple effects far beyond the Rangers' dressing room. Sources suggest that internal discussions are underway regarding the goalkeeper's future, with whispers of potential negotiations to either reaffirm his role or explore a high-profile exit. Agents are reportedly making discreet inquiries, aware that a keeper of Butland's caliber, capable of commanding games and leading defensive structures, would attract significant interest across Europe. The drama has sparked a debate among pundits, with some arguing that accommodating Butland's temperament could enhance the squad's overall strength, while others warn that conceding too much influence to a single player may undermine managerial authority and disrupt team cohesion. Inside the club, senior staff are allegedly split, some advocating for a measured approach to reconcile the star goalkeeper with the manager, while others are quietly preparing contingency plans should the situation escalate. Fans continue to fuel speculation, dissecting every interview, training photo, and subtle gesture for signs of who might prevail in this battle of wills. Social media platforms are flooded with predictions ranging from an immediate reconciliation to dramatic departures, and the intensity of these conversations has turned the episode into one of the most discussed rumours in Scottish football circles in recent memory. Analysts note that how Rangers navigate this moment could define both Röhl's managerial reputation and Butland's legacy at the club. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. According to insiders, the tension appears to be partly rooted in contrasting philosophies. Jack Butland, known for his proactive command of the defense and instinctive game reading, reportedly resents any attempt to constrain his decision-making or limit his communication with the backline. Danny Röhl, on the other hand, is said to favor a rigid, system-oriented approach, relying on precise positioning, structured drills, and strict adherence to tactical plans. The collision of these approaches has reportedly escalated over weeks, with small disagreements compounding until the latest explosive confrontation. Observers suggest that Butland's insistence on influencing defensive patterns could be seen as both a strength and a source of tension, reflecting the challenge of balancing individual leadership with collective compliance. Some pundits compare the situation to similar high-profile conflicts in European football, where goalkeepers with strong personalities have either transformed clubs through assertive leadership or forced managerial reshuffles. The Rangers hierarchy is reportedly watching carefully, aware that the outcome of this clash could set a precedent for handling senior players in the future and signaling how player power and managerial authority intersect in modern football. Meanwhile, the footballing world watches on, intrigued by the potential drama awaiting in the coming weeks. Sources close to the squad claim that internal morale is delicate, with younger players reportedly observing the confrontation and weighing their own allegiances. Some are said to admire Butland's courage to speak out and assert his views, while others are cautious, concerned about the implications of openly challenging managerial authority. The club's leadership is allegedly navigating a complex web of loyalty, professionalism, and ambition, seeking to prevent division while managing expectations on and off the pitch. Reports suggest that private meetings between senior players and management are occurring, aiming to diffuse tension and align perspectives, though insiders caution that these talks are delicate and may not immediately yield resolution. Observers have highlighted the unique challenge of managing high-profile players who possess both influence and temperament, noting that the way Rangers respond could influence recruitment and player management strategies for years to come. Meanwhile, online forums are dominated by fans speculating on potential outcomes, with theories ranging from Butland being given a more prominent tactical voice to whispers of a transfer that could shake the Scottish League. The narrative continues to unfold in real time, with anticipation mounting over whether diplomacy or decisive action will define the next chapter of this high-stakes drama. Further reports hint that rival clubs are quietly monitoring the situation, potentially sensing an opportunity to exploit perceived instability. Agents and scouts are reportedly in contact with contacts at Rangers, gauging interest and evaluating the feasibility of a transfer if Butland were to seek a move. This speculation is reportedly feeding into broader discussions about the balance of power in modern football, where influential players may wield significant sway over tactical decisions and club strategy. Observers point out that while Butland's outburst is dramatic, it is also indicative of his professional drive and confidence, traits that can inspire teammates while also challenging managerial authority. The implications for Rangers are significant as the club seeks to maintain competitiveness domestically and in European competitions, while managing an internal dynamic that is under unprecedented scrutiny. Some insiders suggest that the resolution may require creative solutions, such as negotiating new leadership roles within the squad or revising tactical approaches to accommodate the goalkeeper's strengths. Meanwhile, fans continue to speculate and debate endlessly, their excitement fueled by the drama and the uncertainty surrounding one of the club's most prominent figures. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned